What's up, guys? It's Mr. Pettyjohn here. Let's talk about the brochure. So, by now, you should have completed something. So if you go to the travel brochure instructions, it looks like that. If you scroll down on to process, okay, the third process here is that organizational information chart. You had to make a copy of it, and it asked you to list specific things for history, food, and so forth. Hopefully you're pretty much done with that. If you're not, get that finished today, okay? It needs to be specific. You cannot tell me for history that you're just gonna go take a walk, okay? You need to go to a specific museum. You need to go to a specific historical site, all right? Same thing for all of them. Let's talk about the physical geography, the one at the very bottom. You can't tell me you're gonna hike a mountain. You need to tell me what specific mountain you're going to hike. So by now, this is what you should have accomplished. If you're not accomplished with it, that's fine. Spend a little bit of time working on it. Get this done first. This will make your life a lot easier. So let's get that done first. Okay. Your fourth thing there is a way to gather resources. It makes your life a little easier. You don't have to on the processes. Okay. And your sixth thing, this is where the work is really going to begin. You need to start creating a Google Slides presentation. I know some people go to, I believe, Carnival Slides or somewhere else to import slides into Google Slides to make it look better. Do that. Go for it. Yeah, make it look fancy. I know my Nearpods are not super fancy. They're not super swanky. I want yours to be awesome. Okay, make it nice, make it clean, make it crisp. Okay, this should be something that you're able to present to your parents for a convincing trip to go to Cuba or the Bahamas, wherever it may be. This is something you should be able to use later on in life, okay? You want it to look good. So you need, a catchy phrase at the top. So think of something clever. Your first slide should be something very clever. Then I would encourage you guys, you need to name your country that you're gonna go to, and you need to have a map of that country. So make sure you have that. So there are your first two slides. You can find this all on this travel brochure that we talked about earlier. Instructions, it goes through it. You need kind of an introduction paragraph. So your first slide is catchy title, your name. Second slide needs to be a map, and it needs to have a picture of the country. And then your third slide should be kind of an introductory paragraph, okay? Essentially explaining what your trip's about. We're gonna go to Peru because they have some of the best food, some of the best historical sites, and some of the best surfing. We're gonna visit places like Machu Picchu and Cusco. We're gonna go to the local museum and learn about Francisco Pizarro, blah, 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 stuff like that, okay? And then you need to actually start breaking it down, okay? You need to plan for 5 to 7 days. Now, you need to be doing something that pleases one of those people at least one day. So day 1, it could be all history. Day 2, it could be all food. Day 3, all recreation, blah, blah, blah. If you want to, you can mix it up. You can have on day 1, one history thing, one food thing, one recreational thing, one job thing, one culture thing. You can break it up. But I think it's easier if you do all history day 1, all food day 2, blah, 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 okay? I would really encourage you guys to have more than 3 pictures, okay? It's asking for 3 pictures like total. I would encourage you guys to have pictures for each day. So day 1, you're doing history stuff, have 2 pictures, have 3 pictures, okay? Day 2, you're doing food stuff, have a couple pictures, okay? So after you've completed your slide presentation, you need to go through and double check your spelling, your punctuation, your capitals, your sentences, your grammar. Go through and double check everything. I would almost go through and triple check it if I were you. You want this to look good, you want it to appear good. This should take you most of the day today, okay? This is something that I would love for you guys to be able to present. So after you've completed this, I would even spend a little time kind of rehearsing how you would present this. Okay, let's say you actually worked at a travel agency. How would you present this vacation plan to a client, to your teacher, to your parent? How would you talk about it? Okay, because a lot of kids, they create their presentations and they go up there and they just read off of it. Day one, we're doing this. Day two, okay? You don't want to be able to do that. You want to be able to have your presentation. You already know what's on day one. You can kind of talk through some stuff. It doesn't look great when you're having to just stand there and read off the slides, right? So there are other resources on here you can go through. There's some extra things on here that I probably didn't talk about. But this should take you most of the day today. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I hope it goes well. I love this project. I hope you can learn a lot about that one country that you're focused on. Have a good day.